But a man has a driven, or a daughter to Zion, have a driven purpose in their heart. I don't give a damn what the opposition is. They do it. Even though my mother was a woman that did not understand the principles of Yah, I watched that woman get up every morning. And it was a mile one way to the bus stop. She would take the load of clothing, and sometimes she would have me to help, maybe pull the wagon. My oldest brothers, they weren't worth a damn. They were too lazy. And she would take the clothing because she worked at a laundromat, a dry cleaners. And she would take our clothing, bring them back in a big brown paper thing. And she would take all of our clothing because she was there. They would at least let her do that. And sometimes I will walk with her and take those things to the bus stop. That's the truth. And go to the bus stop. And yet in all of her agony and her misery, she would get up every day and take care of that. That's why I had such an affinity for my Ima. That's why I did. I understood as a young boy her great perils. And I took that personally. I did. I'm not lying. I knew that I could sense that. As a young boy, I had the sense of her agony. I could look at her face and you could see that. Her perils. You could see it on that woman. So I want to do things to hustle and to make money. And I would hustle too. Get home from school, I would hustle to make money, to make sure we had a little extra dollars, to make sure there was food. Yes, I did. Hallelujah. I don't boast in that. It was just, I am so glad that y'all gave me that kind of sensitivity as a young lad. That's why I cannot do no wrong. I don't give a damn what men said I've done them wrong. I will reprove. I will admonish. I will rebuke. You're not going to do your wicked thing here. You go somewhere and do all you want to. I don't care. Leave me out of it. Just leave me alone. But you're not going to do it here. Hallelujah. No, sir. I don't give a damn what your vision is. He said, those that are of they are slack. They have no energy. They have no strength. They have no purpose because they don't have trust and confidence in the Torah because they don't know it. He said, I want you to be arach. I want you to be patient toward all men. All men. He says, I want you to be able to suffer with them. Don't get angry so quickly with them, but suffer with the akh. Endure with them. Bear their burdens, even when they're weak. You bear the burden of those that are the akh, whereby that when others see, when the bath of Zion see that, they will be strengthened with resolution of the strong unity of power among Yisrael. You don't find that. Everyone's seeking that. Everyone has set for their own agenda. There's only one agenda, and that's the agenda of YHWH. Let no one. So that's what Shaul was trying to bring a resolution to the minds of the people for one thing that they may yada, that they may know. We're people that do not know. And I want to get into that quickly. Hallelujah. That they may understand and that they may know. And he speaks with the same kind of resolution, Shaul unto Timothy, as to what his conditions were. As the old folks would say, if it had not been for Yahweh on my side, tell me where would I be? Oh, Yisrael, where would I be? If it had not been for Yahweh on my side, tell me where would I be? Oh, where would I be? Oh, he woke me up this morning, yes, started me in Yahshua. Oh, he gave me strength to overcome. That is why I delighted him. Oh, if it had not been for the Torah of Yahweh, tell me where would I be? Oh, Yisrael, tell me where would I be? See, they knew, even though they were ignorant, they knew Mama wasn't smart as you. She couldn't read or write like you maybe. But they had something that was so sensitive in them, even though they were ignorant and unlearned. They knew that Yah, the promises of that word that the old preacher has spoken that he would make the way. That's why they would proverb it in their own way. He'll make a way out of no way. He'll do it when you need him. They knew there was something in that mind today, of that day and that era, that they knew without the knowledge of Yah. The Yah in all of their plight, they had experienced something that was greater than their prayers, that was greater than the preacher man. And so that's why they could walk the way they walk. That's why they could talk. And there was one thing I would say this wholeheartedly, they did right by their neighbors. Talk to me, Yisrael. They did right by their neighbors. They did right. They did right. When Mr. Martin Luther King say, let the Caucasians spit on you and call your dogs, sick the dogs on you, so that's going to equate you with white people. And then you saw the whole entire damn structure of the people of the diaspora broke down. That's a fact. I'm not going to not say that. You saw every damn thing break down. They began to hate. They didn't give a damn. And that generation, you can see it from the 60s on. They don't give a damn. They taught their children. And their children don't give a damn. They don't give a damn about mama. They don't give a damn about daddy. I don't care what you say. They don't give a damn about themselves. Sure, it's the truth. Raise up the Nobe, Yah. We need a preacher, man. Send him here, please, Yah. Send the preacher here. I mean that. You all just don't understand sometimes the laboring burden that I have in my bosom because you don't know me. You just don't know me because you don't know Yah. You don't know Yahshua. But if you knew him, you would know. You don't know. Shall says to Timothy, 2 Timothy, turn quickly. I want to get to the ingredients of this quickly. All right, 2 Timothy, hallelujah. 2 Timothy chapter 4, verse 14. He said, I want you, as I read in Thessalonica, he said, I want you to warn them, my leaders, my teachers. I want you to Zahar. And he warns Timotheus and the gathering there with Timotheus. He says in 2 Timothy 4:14, he said, Alexander the coppersmith did me much evil. We don't want to say how men do us evil. We don't want to say that this man did me evil. He did not say, brother. He said, Alexander the coppersmith did me much evil. 2 Timothy chapter 4, verse 14. He did me much wrong. He said, but Yahweh rewarded him according to his works. You're going to, if I do my evil, I'm going to be rewarded. If I lie against my Zachin, I'm going to be rewarded. I don't give a damn what you think. We should not lie against a man and lie on one. We're wrong when we do that. We should not accuse them. The Torah commands us not to do that, not to bring a false accusation. He said, but Yah rewarded him. Yah rewarded Alexander the coppersmith, him according to his works. As the old one will say, what you sow, you're going to reap it, baby. Yes, not mock me, not deceive. For whatsoever man soweth, that shall he reap. We better begin to sow in our bosom truth. We'll sow lies, the shekah. He said, of this man, of whom, be ye always aware of him. I want you to watch this beast. I want to watch him. I want you to be careful around him also, for he has greatly restored our dabar, the word, the testimony of Yahshua HaMashiach. It is one thing that you can always identify with the spirit of an Alexander coppersmith. This is the spirit of a wolf. And the spirit of the wolf has no conscience for the people to teach them truth. If I'm not teaching you truth, get the hell out of this place. You that are listening on the live stream, find someone else. There's one thing about the wolf. You will find the people going about doing their own thing. The women began to dress like whores. The men become more effeminate fight and puckish fight. They have the nature and the character and the strength of a man. There are very few men today. Can a young man can even learn the order of a man? Some mamas teach them how to be men, and they give them this effeminate order. It's wrong. It's wrong. It's wrong. It's wrong. It's wrong. It's not right. It's not right. I never intended that. It's wrong. It's wrong. He needs a man. He needs the tenderness of the mother, but he needs a man. And that's why you find that they're weak. Well, y'all get quiet on me. I don't give a damn. The weak and the effeminate. Hallelujah. I'm glad of the strong men in my life that he brought. They would set me straight too. Evangelist Hartsfield did not play. You tell me, you weak, silly boy. He would. Oh, pow. But I loved him so that I trust what you say, man. Hallelujah. He says here in 2 Timothy how Alexander the coppersmith did. He said, I warn you against him. You must understand that this wolf has no heart for the people. They don't give a damn. They will watch you die. They will leave you in derision. They will leave you in pain. They don't give a damn. Folks don't want to buy that. They think, oh, she loves me. She doesn't give a damn about you. Oh, he loves me. My son, your son doesn't give a damn. He doesn't care for himself. How can he love you when he doesn't love himself? He said, at my first, when I rebuked this devil, there you that when I rebuke someone, when I say that this boy is wicked, this girl is wicked, he said, when I first answered, he said, no man stood. No man natan. They wouldn't even stand with me. They didn't even take an upright conscience in the position. You see, we don't know how to do that. He said, when I first dealt with this damn beast, he says, at my first answer, my first exaltation, exposing this damn devil, he said, no man took an upright position with me. He said, no man natan, no man stood with me. You would think that that would cause him to be miserable, didn't you? He said, no man stood with me, but he did not say somebody. He said, all men forsook me. Every last one of them turned away from me. Those that I had esteemed and blessed, I had beraked them. I had poured out the berakah of you. They all like dirty dogs. They were like mamzir. They were bastards in the spirit. They all turned away from me. He said, I cried to Yah that it may not be laid to their charge, but you're not going to sow it and not reap it. He said, I pray to Yah that it not be laid to the charge. He said, notwithstanding, he said, all that withstood me. Hallelujah. I like this part here. He said, through it all, as the old folks would say, through it all. Through the storms and the clouds and the torrential rains, through it all. They use that a lot because they want to get to their point. They don't want to get to it too fast, but through it all. Nah, through it all. What I thought I could have through it all. I used to like hearing them talk like that. I would just sit back and just like that. I would. Sure they would. They would get animated. Nah, don't get a mama doing that and she would just get wild and crazy. Oh, baby, you don't know through it all. And then they would bring this part out. He said, notwithstanding, Yah stood. He stood with me. He said, and he strengthened me too. He made me walk upright. He said, no man nasab. They didn't stand upright. They would have not allowed the upright conscience to rise up against the damn evil of this man. We don't allow even the daughters of Tizion. You bath, you're weak, and you will side with some of the most illegitimacy of the wicked. Sure you will. And you will bless their hands, sure, and their feet. I'm not going to bless them. You bless them, all right? I bless Yah. He said, and he strengthened me, that by me, look at the boldness of this man. He said the preaching might be fully known. That's what I want you to understand. He did not say partially, did he? He said the whole, the tomim, the completion, the perfect order of the Torah of Yah, by the revelation of Yahshua might be yada. It might be fully known, and that all go in, all Gentiles, all nations. And he's talking to the scattered people of Yisrael. He said that all nations might, one thing, shemach, that they might hear, and I will deliver out of the mouth, and I was delivered out of the mouth of the lion. The lion, the wicked roared against, to be like a lion, like a Daniel. But he said, I was delivered out of the mouth of the lion. They didn't crush my bones and break my bones. He said, because Yah stood with me and made me strong. In this hour, YisraYah, unless Yah stand with you, you're going to be broken. And the only way you're not going to be broken and to know that Yah is standing with you, you must hear the word. You must hear the Torah, Yisrael. We've heard our mind speak so much to us, have we not? It has made us wicked as hell. It has corrupted us. It has caused us to have disdain for Yah. We are dull. We're thin. We don't get excited about Yah. He doesn't cause any enthusiasm in us. How the hell, if you can't get excited about Yah, how are you going to get excited about anything else? It's just like a young man waiting for his bride, a young woman for the bridegroom. You tell me she doesn't get excited about that? Hell, I was a wicked man, and that next day I was excited. I went out all night. I didn't have but $8. It cost $20 to get married back then. And I didn't have enough money. Never forget old James A. there. He gave me $5. I was broke. I was broke as a skunk. But there was something that was greater than that I was looking forward to be betrothed unto this Isha. And I all night until about 11 trying to find money, trying to borrow $1. Folks didn't have much money back then. You get $1. Back then, you would say to someone, take me across town. You give them $3 worth of gas. Come on. You didn't give them no $20. $3 will not buy you 1 gallon of gas today. So you give them $5, man. You got, man, he could almost fill up a tank back then. Gas, 25, 28, 30 cents a gallon. You could literally fill up a tank. He may drop $3 and then keep $2 in the boot. Sure he did. I couldn't borrow a nickel. Woke up that next morning prepared and ready to go. Didn't have a dime, but the $8. Didn't know how I was going to do it. Didn't have no credit card. Didn't have no money. Didn't have no bank account. And although Mother Smith didn't want me to marry her daughter, I don't blame her one bit, but she didn't know what was here. She couldn't see that. Y'all did. Didn't even have a bite to eat in the house for the next day. That is the truth. She sent me $40. You tell me I wasn't happy? Talk to me, YisraYah. I was more than happy. Sure. And then didn't have a meal. And my boy that lived upstairs, he said, look, bro, I didn't have nothing for you. I didn't give you anything, but here's a steak. First meal, steak and potatoes? What are you talking about? Huh? That's what God gives us today, steak. You smell that? That smells good. Hallelujah. So you tell me I didn't cut a jig on that? Sure I did. Hallelujah. Happy. Broke. But I knew, it is one thing that I know is universal, that Yah has laid out unto all man. And that is to be betrothed, to marry. And I don't care what damn religion it is, that is a universal principle of Yah, cannot be defied by anyone. Not shacking. To give her certificate of marriage. To honor. That's what you do. Hallelujah. I got to move here, Yisrael. Didn't mean to inject that, but I did. Hallelujah. He said, by the power of this preaching in verse 7, it may be fully known, and that all the nations of the earth may hear, they may understand. And I was delivered out of the mouth of the lion, out of the theft, out of his jaws, his crushing blows. He said, and Yah shall deliver me from every evil work, and will preserve me to his heavenly kingdom, to whom be majesty, olam vi'at, and olam. So it is, amen, so it be, amen, may it be fulfilled. That we understand, because we have heard and we have fully known the purpose of Yah, that Yah will deliver us from the grips of all hell, Yisrael, for the purpose that he may preserve us in his heavenly kingdom. And it's one thing that the enemy has done. He has ripped that essential out of us through our own folly and our own sins. He doesn't want us to know. There's a process to getting here. Shaul was judged. He had to know in whom he had his confidence in. And because of our own wickedness and our own sin, we just don't know him.